Now it's time for Desktop Discussions.
Hey folks, Sir Charles Carey here, and it's another desktop discussion I have planned for you. And there's so many things going on, and it seems like that's always my introductory um, catchphrase as I come in to do a talk. But it's true, there's a lot going on, and I'm sure there's a lot for you as well. But I look a little dark, so I'm going to see if I can put some light on the situation. And then we can just go ahead and get started because let's do it the way we want to. I don't know if that's any better. Let me know if it is any better. And let's just start talking about it. Today, I'm talking about commitment. Now, a couple of days ago, I made a post saying that, I have to take care of me and I'm committed to, getting fit. And so far, I've been doing that. Sharon and I, we go out to the gym, we do what we do, and then we complete our day doing all the different things that we've been doing and just living life. And I encourage you to do the same thing because it can be a nuisance, to be honest with you. And you may already know this. So if I'm preaching to the choir, you understand. It can be a nuisance when you're buying clothes to feel comfortable because the clothes that you already have, they just don't fit the same, and you feel a certain way about it. You don't want to be seen in a certain light. Now, some of us are comfortable with ourselves and maybe we don't care one way or the other. But me personally, I do care. I've gained so much weight, and I'm speaking specifically about weight gain and committing to making yourself better. I've gained so much weight in the past, I say 5 to 7 years, that I realized the metabolism has slowed down and the activity is not as, it's very infrequent, put it like that. So I had to do something. So I made that commitment. And now that I'm able to independently come and go, there's nothing holds me back. Learn how to do what you want to do and make it happen to the best of your ability. And if you can't do that, at least make the effort in trying. So I got a couple of things I want to, run by you as it relates to commitment. And again, I'm talking about the fact that sometimes we want to be better. We want to be better in our position, our health and wellness. And I definitely do. And I've known this for a long time. Although the last 5 to 7 years has been I guess the challenging point for me. The bottom line is I knew prior to that I should have been doing something, but I didn't commit. I would not commit even for my own benefit. So now here it is, 5 to 7 years later, and I'm ready to make that commitment. As a good friend of mine said to me, or we said to each other one day when we were passing each other in the hallway, if not you, who? And if not now, when? So, what is commitment? Here's a general definition. We don't always have to go textbook. Sticking to an agreement, understanding, or a mutual meeting of the minds. The key is sticking to, holding on to. Like they say, sometimes you throw things against the wall and see what sticks. That's what you work with. Whether it's an idea or anything else, that's the thing that you want to work with. And I'll be honest, for myself, public perception was a big part of it because, you're concerned about how you look. If you're talking to people about doing well, even if it's not relating to physical fitness, how you look still makes a difference. It's like getting a haircut from a barber that either doesn't have hair or his hair and his hairstyle always looks disheveled. It's like, can this guy really style my hair? Can he, give me the look that I want? And it's possible, but it's just not the good impression we want to have aligned with us or connected to us. That's one thing, public perception. And especially when you're in business, you do want to look a certain way. And it's not about being thin, but it's about being healthy. And if you know that you have an issue, that probably will weigh on you to some degree. That's number one, public perception. And now, do I have to care about what people think? Not at all. but it still matters because if they're looking at me one way and I'm trying to talk to them about being better in, their mental, their mindset, but it's like, okay, do you have the wherewithal? Do you realize that your suit is hugging and squeezing the life out of you, dude? So we have to keep those things in perspective. And I laugh at it a little bit because the truth is that may be the way that I'm coming across. Another thing, and write this down too if you want to, the material aspect. I just alluded to it. I buy tailored suits and I spend good money on my suits. When my suits start to fit snug and I realize I cannot fit them the same way or they don't look the same on me, that's a point of concern. So now what are you going to wear? So, a decision has to be made. And for me, that was a definite point that crossed my mind. And then there's personal comfort in that. The way we wear our clothes, like I said at the top of the program, if I have to go out and buy uh, clothes, whether it's underclothes, casual clothes, dress clothes, whatever it is, because the clothes that I have do not fit, what are you going to do? So my commitment was really important. And even though it's early in the early stages, I still have to do something. And I can't stand working out per se. Let me just put that out there. I really don't like it because it's like being forced to do something because you have to. That's like when you were a little kid and your parents may have told you to eat your vegetables. And if you didn't like okra and that was the vegetable they were serving, you had to eat it. I couldn't stand okra. So it's almost a similar type of thing as it relates to mindset. You know, the gym is not a bad place. It's just not my thing. Now, if I'm playing basketball or shooting around having fun, that's fine. And I'll be quite honest with you at this stage, to shoot hoops, I'm not nearly as agile as I used to. And if I win, that's great. But I don't care if I win or lose. It's about the activity that I need. So I'm learning to make the gym my friend. And that's something that we all can benefit from, whether it's going to the local park, going to a gym, going to Planet Fitness, run and shoot, wherever you like to work out, Gold's Gym, do it and do it for you. The next point of reference, which is really the most important, is all about health, my health. And as some of you know, I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and I can't afford to allow my health to get overboard as it relates to being out of control. And in some ways, I would say I should be ashamed of myself that I have to do it because of the things that I've mentioned so far, not to mention what I'm speaking about right now. I've gained enough weight that, if something were to happen that was illness related or health related, it doesn't help me to be heavier. So I need to do the things that I need to do. I experienced the fatigue. That's an issue. I experienced, the inability to do things the way that I used to, as far as quick movement, and sometimes maybe taking a flight of stairs. You feel the difference. You're carrying a burden, and the burden is the weight. And a lot of people don't want to hear it, but it's true. So commitment is not just an agreement. It is an agreement, but it's not just that and that alone. What about the commitment that we make to ourselves? And I think that is very important. The commitment you make to yourself may save your life. And, I'm not trying to make, this a deep discussion, but it's important and it's real. And if you are anything like me, I'm a realist and we have to be real with ourselves. You can't expect someone else to care more about you than you care for your own self. There's a lot of things I like to share, but desktop discussions are just smidges and tidbits of information to give you something to chew on. So if you're interested in any of the mindset and mental health oriented topics that we're discussing on desktop discussions or on the best version of you or on What's Your Come Up Story, you can get some of those materials on the website that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, wordsmithspeakersalliance.com. There are a lot of discounts. I say it all the time, and we intend to keep it that way because we want to make it affordable to you. But with that being said, please post your comments. If you want to join me in this wellness challenge, fitness challenge, health challenge, whatever you like to call it, let me know. If you already have a success story, please post your success story. I like to know what you've done and how you've done it. Maybe that will encourage me to keep going. I'm in it, but nothing like more ammunition to keep going, because they say there's strength in numbers. And if I can put my strength with your strength, we both come out on top. And there's nothing like being a winner in the game of life. So share your story, share your success, whatever it is, your techniques. I'd like to know about it. But with that being said, folks, I want to thank you once again. And you already know the truth. Radiate the brain, change the game. Until next time.